Hello and welcome to TeamWars. My name is Daishi, I'm your host for tonight, but I'm not alone. I got someone at my side. Yeah. Who do I have there in the chat?
Frolix.
Hello, man.
Frolix, go practice.
Frolix, go practice. Yeah. I got the one and only Bitcoin with me. Hello, Bitcoin.
Hello.
So let's hop over to the team introduction. You wanted to do the team of Nood?
Yeah, sure. So for Nood, we've got Semu, Snowy, Kieran, Joey, Ash, and Ardno for Dirt, which will be our first rig today. And then on Road, we've got Snowy, Kieran, Ardno, Violet, Stock, Ash, and Maz. So those are two new drivers. And then for our three,
yeah, we got Skiddy, Instrad, Shieldnuts, Frolix, Arish, and Logic for Dirt. And for Road, we have Electro, Shieldnuts again, Lone Wolf, Fred, Logic, and Niklas on the road track. Let's hop over to Rex. I know you tested some.
Yeah, I took a look at the Dirt rig. They have the 2020 Supra, which is an interesting car. I believe they left it rear-wheel drive, as far as I could tell at least. It's a very interesting car, but they've tuned it pretty well, so it's comfortable to drive and should lead to some enjoyable racing. I think something to watch out for, though, is it's very easy to start drifting, and that will obviously lose you time, so I'd keep an eye out for anyone who may lose control a bit of the car. And then in terms of the road rig, I'm not sure if you have any thoughts.
Yeah, we got the Lexus LFA in S1 739 Pi. They have, you need to have certain parts on the car. Aside from that, everything's free, so you can fine-tune that to your liking. The track is made from Mad Pizza. It's around 28 laps, like around 90 kilometers. Summer season, clear weather, early afternoon, and of course a custom route. So yeah, will be interesting to see that later on.
Yeah, for sure.
So we have that out of the way. Let's hop over to the live stream because some boys are already online and streaming their POVs. We got 9 POVs for tonight's race, which is fucking goated. Also we have, you have the nude. I saw you are having. We have some nice liveries.
Yes.
Thanks for the nude liveries, mate. Hello, Avocado. Welcome in, friend. Let's first show off the nude liveries. Really nice, really clean. Do you know who painted them?
I don't. Avo, do you tell me who painted them, please? I just got these from Sama a minute ago, so I don't know.
Holy shit, man.
But Nude always has good liveries.
Yeah, it's a common theme for them to have really good shit. So you have a classic salmon and blue color embedded in both of them. Shadow.
Okay.
Nice one. And we also got some R3 liveries made from the Trude, former Noodle guy.
The true member of many teams over the years.
Yeah, he's everywhere. He's not even in TeamWars.
My favorite Scotsman.
Nearly everywhere. So yeah, go to Rex, man. Go to cars.
Nice.
Muffin made the Supra. I love Muffin, former Sid guy. He also cooked on many Sid liveries, so you can see a little bit of a Sid style in the nude liveries nowadays with the lines there. It's a little bit of a thingy. So we're on the live stream now. Let me refresh real quick.
See, Stock, Ash, and Fed are live.
Yeah, I think my browser just crashed. Oh no?
Oh.
Oh no, it's back. Here we go.
That wouldn't be good.
I mean, We got everything saved, so.
I believe in terms of POVs for Dirt, we are just waiting on Snowy and Art now.
Yeah, also for 2 players, I think we are up to 10 right now. Noodle is doing.
They also happen to be the 2 who are not in the lobby.
Yeah. Noodle is having the noodle cups, and
Yep.
R3 is having the green wristbands.
Very convenient for Forza to throw in the ramen for them.
Yeah, true. Also for me to having a cat one. Yeah, I mean, it's at least something we can do to differentiate teams in races, right?
Oh yeah.
Because, yeah, the
We
community...
can still hope they bring back club tags.
I hope so, man. Would be fucking goated. It's sad that they removed them anyways, so... But yeah, Xbox things. Also Stock Ash here, former GOG member. Long time ago, before he hopped over to Nood. Logic, also in the convoy right now. Samu. Joey is interesting. Love to see Joey racing again. Holy shit.
Yeah, not a name you see very often.
Hello Niklas, welcome in mate. Hello Wagon. Welcome in friends. So yeah, we got a full convoy. We are waiting for race number 1 to start.
I believe everyone is online now.
Yep. I think Mars, Electro and Utara are driving road, I assume.
Yes, as well as Leon.
So I gotta get those out of here for the moment. So 5 POVs, holy shit, let's go. Also, is that a ultra wide POV something? On Shitpants POV?
I'm not sure.
It looks a little bit weird with the car.
That is half of his screen.
Yeah, kinda. I think he's running an ultra wide thingy.
Interesting.
Dirt is nudes, yeah. Let me show you the rags again. Here we go. We'll have the dirt race first and the second one will be road, yep. Nood is one of the teams which really likes dirt, same as GRG kinda.
Yeah, I do say we have more, I wouldn't necessarily say dirt mains, but dirt preferring teams in FH6.
Ah, Shitpants is adjusting his screen right now for the stream. Well, after 2 years back in TeamWars, good luck, have fun, Joey. Nice to see you, mate. We are starting. Yeah, I'm fine. Casey, we are good to go. Stocker's stream sadly died, but...
Oh? Yes, it did.
Yeah, so I gotta take him out of here, so we got 4, at least. Good luck, have fun, everyone.
Yep. Arden is not on hoodcam.
Not yet. Does Adno stream as well?
You have his stream in the top right, I believe.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. So top left we got Lemon Tree, top right Adno, bottom left Fred, and bottom right Shitpants. 2 Nude and 2 R3 streams, so good luck, have fun everybody. 10 laps. Hello Ash, hello Fox in chat. So Logic has P1, KC P2, Joey P3, Adno P4, Edward P5, Skiddy P6, Frolix P7, Snowy P8, Arash P9. It's basically a
Fairly
nood grid.
balanced grid.
Yeah, a tiny bit more of a nood one with P2 to P4.
Yeah.
If you see something happening, just let me know and I'll switch over. I'm currently on Snowy here. Waiting for the unghosting to happen.
See, at least 3 of our POVs are using stability or traction control.
Oh, that's a little bit uncommon, but on dirt. Also ABS on a lot of drivers. It's kind of a meta on some cars.
ABS is generally nicer in this game.
Yeah, Samu died. I don't know if we'll reset or
Stockash as well.
Running. Yeah, we'll have a reset. Samu is running on mobile internet, so it can happen. But we've got a restart for the 2 drivers.
So, as per TeamWars rules, there will be up to 3 restarts if necessary, but hopefully we don't need to do it that many times.
Yeah, they just need to complete lap number 1 and that's it.
Yep.
If someone gets a crash or a DC after lap 1, it's just, 1 driver less for the team and also less points. Speaking of points, we are using the normal point scheme, so P1 gets 20 points, P2 gets 16, P3 gets 14. So a lot of points to grab in the first positions. If we have P1 to P3, it's already nearly like half of all the points you are able to grab with a round of 50.
Those top 5 spots are really important.
It is. Is there a way to get the custom map codes? Yeah, there is. Here are the rags and you also have the share codes. I'll keep that up a little bit while we are waiting. No worries. Let me check with Fred. Fred is running launch control, traction control, ABS.
Yeah, both of the new drivers are running stability, and Fred is running traction control.
Yep, Snowy does. Do you think, I heard some rumors that launch control is also a little bit applying to the handling of the car? I'm not sure
I
about
wouldn't
that.
know anything about that.
I heard some rumors from some drivers. That's why I turned launch control off. You don't need it very much anyways.
Those are tracks used in TeamWars. Yes, if you check the TeamWars Discord, I'm not sure if you have a command for it. There's a section with all of the past rigs that have been used for TeamWars races in, I think, all the way back to the beginning of FH6.
Yeah, but I think my Discord link is outdated. Of course I got a command, but let me grab a new Discord link, a fresh one. Copy this and paste here. The bottom one should be the new one.
Yep. You can see Ardno is practicing.
Let's hop over to him. 720p is maximum, but it's enough. Should be fine. I love those classic nude colors. The bright blue and also the salmon. We are sticking to that tradition. Someone started the race. So we are back to 12 people.
Yep. So this is attempt 2 at starting our dirt rag.
Yes, let's go. Hello Rotelia, welcome in chat.
Oh yeah, true. Would be cool to see Iwood. I don't know where he is.
Yeah, he's not racing tonight, I think.
Alright, there we go.
So, let's see. Who has P1 or starting from P1? Casey is starting from P1,
Ooh.
of course. Snowy
This is
P2.
good grid for Nood.
Yeah, it is. Arash P3. Good Nood
Karen
grid.
Snowy top 2 is very hard.
Yeah. Let's hop a little bit to the back here with Arno. Sitting in P10.
I'm sitting right behind Frolics and a couple other R3 drivers.
Hello Rose, welcome in chat. Nice tactical restart. Well, in the first start they had P2 to P4, so it's kinda even.
We can see Frolics going a little wide, letting Ardno past. The players still ghosting inside one another as Skitty and Edward are side by side.
Yeah, they are. Also Arno is sitting in P8 right now, behind those. Good POV from him here.
Yep.
Not many deaths so far. Still some ghosting going on. Oh, somebody missed from R3, I think. Drops down into P12.
That would be
Early
Erish.
Yeah, early missed checkpoint from him.
Yep. You can see Ardno's trying to see if he can get closer to the pack in front of him as Stockash is fighting with Edward and Skitty.
Yeah, you don't want to fight with your teammate. Fighting always costs a lot of time. Oh, Joey and Frolix and Logic with the dive on Arno. Logic side by side. Nice to see him raise as well to that.
You can see Skitty is currently hunting down Semu up ahead of him. You hop over to Edward's POV for a second.
Yeah, I got every POV up right now.
Bottom right.
Here we go. Oh yeah, Skitty versus Samo for P3. Also getting chased by a lot of guys. Yeah, he's running an ultra wide setup, that's why you can see everything off the screen.
You can see Kieran and Snowy starting to pull a bit of a gap to the drivers behind them.
Oh, Stockash, nice dive here on Edward. Also Joey.
Joey getting into the mix now. Logic and Ardno kind of just watching behind, waiting patiently for their turn.
Yeah, this pack from P6 to P10 is so close together. Oh, little bump there.
And you can see Ardno letting off the throttle there to make sure he doesn't hit Logic.
Frolix P5, Ash P6, Joey P7.
Oh, Joey with a mistake, letting Edward through.
Yeah, he went too wide, collected some props.
Yep.
Also lost a tiny bit of control. But yeah, shit happens. We all know that. You want to get into the flow, into the tunnel. Also, when you practice a lot, you're kinda used to one specific racing line. And if you have to avoid somebody or if you're trying to overtake, you have to leave it. Which can bring you out of a rhythm a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, big fight there. From P8 to P11.
Oh yeah. And taking a look at how our front is pulling away a bit, we can see Snowy and Kieran are sticking close to each other, about a couple of seconds ahead of Semu, who is a couple of seconds ahead of this pack.
Yeah, Skiddy in P4 and Frolix in P5, keeping it up for R3, but Nood is currently in a commanding position here with P1 to P3.
Yeah, and something R3 really needs to be worried about is the fact that if Snowy and Kieran are left there, they're just gonna keep pulling away.
Yeah, they are just starting to do rivals with themselves. But I like to see Skiddy up there in P4. He's a really good friend, always active somewhere. Nice to see him race, same as Frolix. Logic as well. Love his dirt tunes, they are so freaking goated.
We see a missed checkpoint from Joey.
Oh no, Joey. Yeah, he just wrote earlier in chat after 2 years finally a TeamWars race again, so he might be a little bit rusty. Hello Godly, welcome in friend. I mean,
We see our pack is starting to split away with a couple tenths in between all of these drivers in the mid pack.
A little bit. I think
We still have Ardno hot on the tail of Logic, and Edward trying to hunt down Stock Ash ahead of him.
Yep. Yeah, Edward is already like 7.5 seconds behind P1.
Yep.
So. Hello Dumbo, welcome in man.
Snowy and Karen doing their best to try and pull a gap while they have clean air.
Yeah, you want to push, but also you don't want to miss any CPs, especially in the beginning. More importantly at the end. Nothing is rougher when you're leading like the whole freaking race, miss one checkpoint in the last freaking lap, and then fall down into P2 or even P3. It's so rough.
Yep. And I know you can't see it on Edward's POV, but we are only a few laps into this race still, so there's a lot of time for things to happen.
Yeah, every race is about around 30 minutes normally. Also, some teams are looking for shorter races, like Bean. Bean does like, yeah, Bean sometimes likes to do like 20-minute races, a little bit shorter. But it's up to the team, so we could also possibly have a 5-race team.
Ardno missed a checkpoint.
Also Skiddy right now on Frolix.
Yeah, Skiddy and Frolix right ahead of Stock Ash, and Edward is catching Stock Ash from the looks of things. And with Ardno and Joey at the back of the pack now, this is looking a lot better for R3.
It is, yeah. But Snowy, Samo, and KC together, they are holding down 50
That top
points.
3 is still really strong.
50 points for Nood from P1 to P3. With Stockash sitting in P6, Nood might be in the general points lead at the moment, but not by a lot. Oh, Edward versus Stockash soon. Pretty good fight between those four.
Edward providing a great camera for this.
Hello Ramen.
Getting very close to Stock Ash now.
I didn't know what to pick for music, so I just went with that stuff I just found on YouTube instead. I have to keep it DRM free because, yeah, I want to upload the VOD on YouTube, as always.
Yep, all 4 of these drivers sitting right next to each other.
Oh, here we go, Edward.
Oops, Stock Ash hits some props. This lets Edward through.
Yeah, but really good reaction time for him. I would have skilly shoot into Stock Ash, to be honest. Doesn't expecting that mistake from him.
We can see Erish is on the back of Fred now. Looks like he's trying to see if he can pass his teammate. Yep, Fred lets him through.
Yeah, that's something we also see in Formula 1 from time to time.
We can see Stock Ash picking his nose at the back of Fred. Trying to make a move stick, but doesn't happen.
Yeah, he
Fred
got a
takes
tiny
it back.
bit too fast to be able to block
Yeah.
Edward.
Braked a little too late. But two of them are neck and neck as Skitty and Frolics are battling up ahead.
And they're also teammates, so they don't want to hold Edward up, which is currently fighting.
Yep.
Oh, did Arno miss another CP? Yeah, he did. Close.
Ardno really not having a good time here.
Nah. Hopefully he does better on road soon.
Something of note is that Ardno tends to be more of a road-focused driver than dirt, even though he's obviously good on both.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm a bit curious as to why Skitty and Frolics have been fighting when they're teammates.
Is there something on your team on Hopium, strategy-wise, if you know that somebody's faster, you just give a call as a team leader to let him pass?
Most of the time, if you have a faster driver following up behind a slower one, you'll want them to try and make that overtake happen as quickly as possible. That way you have the faster driver with cleaner air and more space in front of them.
Yeah, we had that kinda nearly the same back then on GRG. You need to communicate as a team, also if somebody's has to do the blocking duty or someone faster from the enemy team behind you. You gotta want to.
And we can see in the back, Joey has overtaken Erish, either because he missed a checkpoint or Joey just caught up. I'm not sure which.
We don't have a POV for that sadly, but P10 so far, after 2 years of missing out on racing.
And from the looks of things, if our grid stays as is, this will be very good for Nood heading into our road reg.
It's race 1.
And taking a look at the top for a second, Noe seems to have missed a checkpoint or made a mistake as he's behind Samu now, and Kieran is also farther back.
Yeah, Samu is a dirt merchant, he always was, so it's nice to see him up there. But Snow is also really fast. And Kieran...
looking at the two POVs we have with full HUD, you can see Snowy has a current best lap of a 55.7, while Fred, sitting a bit farther in the back, has a 57.5. So definitely a large range of pace for the drivers here.
Well, if you compare that to Formula 1 nowadays, with Aston Martin and Cadillac, it's nothing. Our racing is closer than at Formula 1, from P1 to P8.
But you can see our packs separating just a bit. You can see Skitty, Edward, and Stockash still a bit close to each other. Skitty trying to catch up to Stockash, Stockash trying to catch up to Edward. Three of them kind of holding down our mid pack right now.
I'm gonna try to calculate points right now real quick. For race number 1, P1 to P3 for Nood, P6 for Nood, with Stockash, P9 from Joey, and P12 from Arno. So Nood is leading 63 to 38.
It's a very good lead for them.
Yeah. Also, we are already on lap 5 out of 10, so we are at the
We are officially halfway through our race.
How far is Frolix behind Kieran? Around 10 seconds, so it will be rough for Frolix to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, the gaps just increased over time as Kieran and the other top two new drivers have just had clean air this whole race.
Yep. Yeah, basically we have like two groups. The first group is from P1 to P3, and the second one is from P4 to maybe P8. The
Yeah.
mid pack is pretty interesting. They are not so far apart from
Taking
each
a
other.
look back at the pack, Logic seems to have fallen down.
Oh yeah.
I would assume he missed a checkpoint, judging by how he's behind Joey.
Joey back up into P9 after the earlier checkpoint miss.
Yep. You can see Stock Ash is starting to get quite close to Edward, only a couple tenths back at the moment.
Yep. Sadly we don't have a POV for that. We have an Edward POV. He's
Yeah,
already
you can watch
looking.
Edward.
Yeah, he's already looking behind.
Yep, he's checking back, making sure he knows how far Stock Ash is.
Nearly too wide out of the corner.
Yep.
It's the thing about getting nervous when you got a driver from another team right behind you all the freaking time. Some people get nervous, some don't. It's basically a mind game a little bit sometimes.
Yep. You can see on the radar here, Stock Ash is trying to peek the front of his car and look for an opportunity to overtake.
Oh,
The two are side by side practically.
it's nice that we have that radar, so we can basically see what he's trying behind him. Really good if you want to block the guy behind you a little bit.
Oh.
Hello, Micro.
The Edward trying to push a small gap and get away from Stock Ash a bit.
Yeah, only 3 tenths between them. Or half a
This is
second.
for sure our closest fight at the moment.
Yep. I agree on that. Oh, holy shit.
Oh, big mistake from Edward, letting Stock Ash through now.
More points for Nood. Extending their lead.
Unless we see some major mistakes from our top three, this looks like a nude win for race 1.
Yeah, definitely. Nood is also one of the oldest teams in TeamWars, so we're all basically veterans, but it's always nice to see some
Well,
new faces. All stock
Not as
out.
old as R3.
Yeah, true.
R3 is one of the first TeamWars teams.
Stock
Back in the
out.
day, they were RR and R. At the very beginning of, I believe it was FH4 TeamWars, back when we still had teams like 1-1 and Jor.
Mhm. Yeah, some really old teams are also coming back. It's nice to see that.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest appearing with the new game.
Yep. Yeah, so
The
far,
first. Sorry, thank you for correcting.
so far in the season. Yeah, Nood lost against ESV. That wasn't that surprising.
Whoop. Edward letting Skitty through.
Yep. Going on the hunt here. On stock
And
Ash.
for any who don't know, Fazo, who is currently still the leader of R3, was at one point the owner of Horizon TeamWars until he passed that over to Matsura.
Yep. Lots of history with some teams here.
Yep.
A lot of lore. I fucking love that.
You can see the three drivers getting real close to one another.
Yeah, 2 or 3 drivers against Stock Ash.
Yep, Stock Ash doing his best to defend and keep them behind him.
Oh, Skitty lets Edward through again.
Looks like they've fallen a little bit farther back from Stock Ash now, but still close.
Yeah, he wants to be as fast as he can, but also as clean as he can. But well, since Nood is a commanding lead,
Yeah, we can see that Snowy up in the front has increased his PV to a 54.7, which I believe is his fastest lap time in practice.
yeah, Nood still holds down P1 to P3, where Kieran is already 15 seconds ahead Frodex, so they extended that gap by a bit.
Yeah, very commanding lead for the Nude on this dirt rag.
Samu's cooking, man. Also Joey back up into P8 from P12, meanwhile. But he's still like nearly 7 seconds behind Skitty.
Joey's making quite the comeback as, you know, we see Checkpoint misses from Logic and Arish and Ardno and most recently Fred.
Yeah, he's sitting in P12 at the moment, chasing Ardno here. But the main fight is still in the mid pack. With Edward, Stock Ash and Frolix and Skitty. Everybody's there just within 3 seconds. From P4 to P7.
We can see that Arish is beginning to catch up to, I believe that's Logic, and Ardno as well is following just a couple of seconds behind them.
Yeah, crucial for R3 that they hold those spots. Since Nood has P1 to P3. They want to still have a chance on the road rack later on. When it comes up to the total points.
And that is, after all, the reg that R3 picked, so you would hope that that is more favorable for them.
Yep. I always love close racing, especially on points. That's a different sort of adrenaline push. If you know that if you're making a mistake, you can cost your team the whole freaking race. Instead of a beatdown, like a 1-2-6 or something. Skitty overtook his teammate Edward again. Also a tiny bit of a different racing line between Edward and Skitty.
They have a bit of a different entry going into this road sector.
Yep. Oh, Skitty a bit wide there. Also, is Skitty still playing on keyboard? Probably.
I'm not sure.
Got wide there, so Edward.
See a mistake from Skitty. Edward's passing him again.
Meanwhile, Samo and Snowy are just chilling at the top. 2 tenths between.
The two of them know they have no need to risk anything because they have such a big gap that they can
Yep.
kind of just relax and keep it consistent.
Yep. Kieran lost out a little bit of them. They were a group of 3, maybe Kieran missed his CP somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, Windows.
He switched to pad when he joined here now. Yeah, also Randler switched from keyboard to pad.
Yeah, although I know Randler at least is still adjusting to controller.
Yeah. He did a really good race yesterday.
Yep, so with about 1.5 laps left for this race, we have a pretty commanding lead by Nood, holding top 3 as well as 5 and 8, with Ardno in 11th, bringing up the back for them.
Yeah, R3 is
Going to be
still
difficult,
holding on.
but not impossible for R3 to make a comeback.
Yeah, imagine next race, I want to 4 for R3 and everything's open, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Nood also has some really strong road drivers, so... Mad Pizza in chat, we are cooked. Nah, don't give it up, man. It's over when it's over. Also, it's for fun, right? Oh, Arash, Ardno and Fred are getting closer to each other to the end of the race.
Yeah. We'll have to see if Ardno is able to make a move on Arish in this last lap of the race.
Yeah, also Logic is not very far away.
Yep, and we can see Joey is falling back a little too. He's only a few seconds ahead of Logic, so with any mistakes, he could easily be overtaken.
Yep. Losing some points from the Nood there. Let me check for
You can
me.
see that most of the rest of our pack is quite spread out. This seems to be the only action we've currently got going on.
One, two, three, P5, P8, and P11. So some more points for Nood when I last checked. 67 to 34 at the moment. So it's like a 33 point gap between those two teams in race number 1. It's actually a lot.
Yeah, definitely more of a lead than we may have expected heading into this.
The Nood were a little bit the favorites going into this race. But I love some really great underdog stories. I like TBZ versus SO1. Yeah, Fred is just a second behind Ardno, still. Also, Rush and Logic are side by side with each other at the moment. Joey is still 5 seconds ahead of Logic here.
Yeah.
So he's
Seems
keeping
like
that
all of
gap.
our drivers are just gonna do their best to hold positions as we head into the final few turns up ahead.
Yep. Samu still in P1, Snowy in P2, Kieran in P3, Frolix in P4, Stockash P5, Edward P6, Skilly P7. Not so far behind Edward, still. Joey in P8, from P12.
We can see Snowy just drove across the line. He still maintains our fastest lap for this race, being the only driver to get into the 54s.
54.7, holy shit, still up. Or maybe some more points for Nood, because Arden's getting
See a lot
close,
of
but
57s coming from the back of our pack and 56s throughout the mid.
GG's everybody. Let me take a screenshot real quick. So here we go to standings board. There we have it. Let me check for points. P1 to P3, P5 and P8 for Nood and a P11. So yeah, 67-34 as it stands after race number 1. I have to save a screenshot. Race 1, save. Here we go. Let's hop over to the team screen for the second race, the road race. En route for Nood, we have Snowy, Kieran, Arno, Violet, Stockash and Maz. Maz is a new guy for Nood. And on the road we have Electro, Shield, Lone Wolf, Fred, Logic and Niklas. So, what are your thoughts on the teams?
I think it could be interesting. We see some newer faces here. Violet and Maz from the road reg on Nood, and although we did see them in the last race, it will be interesting to see if Nuts and Fred and Niklas can cook a bit for R3.
Oh, I hope so. We want more action, we want more points. We want a little bit of a closer racing. Also the regs, it will be a Lexus LFA in S1 class with a race camshaft, race ARPs, sport rate reduction and many more on a really nice track. GG's Joey, Noodle Dirt Domination, and next time Avocado. I want to see racing again. I love me some Drunken Avocado open racing streams. Freaking goated. So we probably have more POVs here. Stockish is still offline. So 6 of them. Yeah, come on. Coming back after 2 years with no racing, Joey. 8th place is good, man.
You can see our drivers getting together. Looks like we now have everyone in our lobby. So hopefully our race will get started any minute now.
Yep.
And as well, we can see that our POVs are all going up.
GG Stockash. Great racing, mate. Stockash dirt main. So, up to 11 people.
Yep.
Ah, there's
Just
Lone
waiting on
Wolf.
Leon. There we go.
So Edward, Electro, Fred, Logic, Niklas and Lone Wolf 4 are free. And Violet, Stockash, Snowy, Mars, Arno and Kieran for Nood. Also, yeah, the liveries again, fucking goated by both teams. I need a third screen for casting, man. So, we are
Yeah,
up to
congrats on the win, Simon.
Yeah, man. You deserved it. Old dirt merchant.
No 54 though.
Jesus, fuck. Son. Ah, come on, man. Keep yourself together.
Alright, just waiting for Kieran to start our next rag now.
Yep. Yep. The road one. Hello, Andrew. Hello, LHL. Right now, we have a nice little race going on between Nood and R3. Nood dominated the dirt race. They are around 30 points ahead. So we are waiting for the start of the second race right now. In the Lexus LFA on-road, it's the wreck of R3 also. Don't know, Frolix. After this race,
You should be able to just go to the
timestamp.
Yeah, the base screen. Because if you go to check videos, you don't have your thoughts set to public. That's why.
Yeah, I will share them after the race normally.
Yeah, you will have to wait, Frolix.
I appreciate it, Andrew. If you guys or anybody out there looking for a nice livery, hit Andrew up. He's a really good painter. Fucking love his work. Same as Marvin's and Shoots. So we're starting race number 2, it looks like. Yeah, this video
Here we
will
go.
be published.
We don't
on
have Samu, so hopefully we won't have any disconnections.
Yes. So this video will definitely be up on Twitch and later also up on YouTube. Just finished a 28-hour paint project. Holy shit, Andrew. So we are with Arno here. Let's take a look at the build-up.
Oh, we can see definitely a good grid for R3.
Yeah, with Edward and Logic in P2 and P3. Violet already has P1. Stockish P6, Kieran P7. I love that you're able to build the starting positions so close to each other in the builder. Makes it a little bit more fairer for both teams, instead of having those huge gaps on starting.
See all of our players getting through the first turn quite cleanly, except one. Not sure who that was, who just hit the wall a bit.
It was
That was snowy.
sadly.
Yeah.
I'm with Mars right now. He's sitting in P8.
Ooh,
I'm
Maz
ghosting
pushing
to
his way
7.
through the pack.
He is, yeah.
All the way up to 5th in one corner.
Oh, a little bit too
Oh.
fast.
Bit of chaos here.
Logic already having a better race when in race number 1, sitting in P4.
Getting a little bumpy here
Oh,
as our drivers head through the
so
hills.
tight, Logic.
Oh, Maz making a clean move on Logic.
Edward getting chased by 3 new drivers now for the P1 spot.
Yep. You can see a little bit farther back, all of the R3 drivers currently battling with Stock Ash and Kieran, I believe.
Yep. Electro MP9, Fred MP10, Lone Wolf MP7.
You can see Kieran trying to make a move on Leon here. Doesn't get it done that time. You see Logic getting a little squirrely with the car.
Now, Electro also driving with a wheel cam.
Oh yeah. You see Kieran going through on Leon. Presumably he made a mistake, I guess. I don't know if he's on wheel. That'd be a question for Basil.
From the movement, it looks a tiny bit like it.
Okay, thank you, Cotton.
Could be. Yeah, since we have... yeah, it became a little bit more viable to race on wheels since we have a radar thingy right now. So you at least have some sort of FOV, what's happening around you.
Taking a look back at our pack real quick, we have 3 new drivers closely following Edward, who's trying to fend off his first place and maintain that for R3. We've got Logic in the midfield with Leon and Electro, Fred following them up. You see Kieran in the midst of that while Snowy is overtaking Fred. And Ardno seems to have made a mistake, maybe missed a checkpoint, and has fallen back to 12.
Another bad race for Ardno, sad to see that, man. I hope he gets back. Mars made a little mistake.
Not having a very good day today.
Mars made a big mistake, fell down from P3 to P6. Just behind Kieran and Logic right now. Logic is now warmed up, already up into P4. Chasing Stock Ash for the last spot on the podium here.
You can see Violet and Edward are now kind of a bit off on their own, a couple seconds ahead of this whole mid-pack group we've got going on.
Yep. Yeah, the whole pack is still pretty close together after 4 laps. If you miss a checkpoint, you might still end up in last place. Or in P11. Man of many aliases, yeah he is. Schlitnut.
See, Kieran's trying to push a bit closer to Logic in front of him. And Snowy is trying to make his way back into this fighting. Following right behind Leon.
Yeah, Snowy already up into P9 from P11 because of a missed checkpoint. Some props are looking really weird.
You can see Maz giving us a pretty good view of this fight between Kieran and Logic.
Yep.
For 4th place. Stock Ash a bit ahead of them.
Edward has a tiny gap to P2 and P3. It's pretty good for him.
Oh, someone else made a mistake. That was Fred. Fred is now our 12th place holder. Arno trying to make a move on Niklas as we say that.
Yep.
We can see Edward's beginning to pull a bit of a gap Nearly 2 seconds ahead of Violet behind him now.
He still
Definitely
has
not a
his-
name I expected to see up at the top for this race.
He also still has the stream title of your race against Pepega Hungary in his stream, so he didn't change that at all for this race. Love to see that. Big fan of his track actually. Yeah, some tracks are really well made and well built.
See Snowy still catching up to Leon, trying to find a spot to make a move on him.
Yeah, he's waiting for a mistake on Lone Wolf to happen.
Maz right behind Logic, who was just a moment ago overtaken by Kieran.
Yeah, Logic has to keep driving that way, trying to catch up to Kieran. But Mouse is getting closer and closer. Is Logic clipping a little bit into the prop there? That looks weird sometimes.
Sure. Hitting a bit of the tires.
I love the cornering section here so hard, man. Looks so fucking fantastic.
Maz right on the back of Logic now.
Yeah, they're going a little bit through the props, it looks like. I don't know what's happening there a little bit. Maybe you don't hit him if your graphics bad enough.
You can see in our back, just checking in, Snowy has overtaken Leon for that 9th place position.
Oh, he's cooking. He's already back up into P8. Same story with Astroy in the race number 1 here.
Oh, and Stockash has overtaken Violet for the 2nd place. Currently trying to close that gap to Edward.
Yeah, Mars also versus Logic for P5.
Yep. Two of them still trying to fend each other off.
Yeah, Electro is not so far behind, so Mars has to be careful.
Yeah, this may give Electro an opportunity to catch up to them.
Yep. Just 6 to 8 temps behind Mars here. We also have an Electro POV from his cockpit.
Like I said earlier, this race, our whole pack is quite a lot closer than it was on the dirt rag.
Yeah, true. Also, we got 1/3 of a race already done, and we are still close. It's pretty good.
This is a unique thing that happens when you have shorter tracks. Is typically it's a lot harder to make a move on someone because pace is quite similar among the drivers. I mean the mid pack was close for some of the race, Samu, but I think about 2/3 or so into the race, things started to spread out quite a bit.
Oh, a little mistake from Electro, so it maybe gives Snowy a chance to overtake him. Little bump there on Electro.
I think Snowy's debating whether he wants to take this inside, but looks like he's going to try and hold the outside and make a move on a different corner.
He's looking for a mistake here. It's always also nice to see the controller overlays or maybe even sim up on some guys for some more data.
Well, we can see Violet seems to have made a mistake or let Kieran pass as the two have swapped positions.
Yeah, Kieran up into P3 now, Violet in P4. Edward still in the lead. Driving pretty well and really clean. Snowy currently doing 107s. Electro doing 108s. Also Fred an 08. And Mars also had no 8, so they are really close to each other when it comes up to the best lap time.
Yeah, we have a lot of 081s happening in our field this time.
Oh, Snowy on Electro. Trying to have a look on the outside here. Oh,
and
somebody,
Violet clips the
died.
inside.
Yeah, Violet died hard. Falls down into P9, I think, or maybe even P10. Yeah, P9, just ahead of Arno.
Taking a look at our splits again, Stockhash has brought down that gap from about 1.5 seconds to about a second to Edward in front of him.
Oh, he's catching.
Kieran as well is just 0.5 tenth behind Stockhash.
Yeah, and Snowy is just 2 tenths behind Electro here. They got a tiny gap to Lone Wolf sitting in P8. Oh, Logic and Mars fighting for the P4 spot.
Mars seems to have overtaken for the moment.
So they don't have a mouse POV. Oh, I have. Yeah, he's up into P4. So Nood has P2, P3, and P4. Pretty good points for R3 with Edward sitting in P1. But when I look at the grid, I think overall Nood is leading again, also in this road race. Oh, we got a battle for P8, I think, between Violet and Lone Wolf. Violet in P8.
Ardno also right behind them.
Yep.
Oh, Ardno thought about making a move there.
Yeah, he had a tiny look at the outside, but Lone Wolf just, yeah, closed the gap to a wall there. Oh, was that a tap? Ah, not really.
You can see the gap has continued to shrink, with Stockash now just 0.5 second behind Edward.
Yeah, just 5/10, half a second. Just nearly half of a race done, so Edward needs to focus.
And Snowy is hunting down Logic and Electro as well.
Yep. Let's hop over to that POV for now. But Electro is doing well on wheel here. Still pretty consistent there in P6. Doesn't make many mistakes. I don't know if Violet's catching Snowy here. 2.3 seconds behind Snowy at the moment.
Not sure. We are, after all, only halfway through the race still.
Yeah.
You can see Ardno trying to catch up to Lone Wolf and Violet as well. Still a bit far off of them to make a move, but definitely catching.
Yeah, Arno is like a second behind. Oh, Lone Wolf made a mistake. Drops down into P12.
Oh no.
So more points for Nood here. Arno up into P9. Niklas in P10 now. Oh, Stock Ash attacks. Stock Ash moves up into P1.
Yep. Edward's really going to be watching that back.
Yeah, Kieran is also not very far away. Just two
tenths.
Really, really close. I love those chicanes.
Oh, Stock Ash hits the bush a bit. Edward is right behind him now.
Yeah, Edward will try to retake that.
It looked like Stock Ash hit the wall. I guess not.
A tiny bit of a sink issue for the sink.
You can see Snowy is trying to make a move on Electro now.
Oh yeah, and he did. Moves up into P5. Now chasing Mars for P4, but he's 3.5 seconds behind him.
Yep, Snowy made that move happen. He's gonna do his best to hold that now. Kieran's still just a couple tenths behind Edward.
So fastest lap, I see a 7.6 from Snowy, probably still the fastest lap. 7.9 from Fred, 8.1 from Electro, and 7.7 from Mars. So Snowy and Mars are cooking. Mars in P4, Snowy in P5. And Kieran still 5 tenths, half a second behind Edward. Edward is looking behind himself.
Once again, we have a very heavily nude leaning grid at the moment.
Yeah, P3 to P5.
As well as P1.
Yep. Yeah, that's a difference. If you're sitting in P1, it's a difference of 8 points between both teams. Like, yeah, P1 is so important. Yeah, it's Mars's first race, and he's sitting in P4. He's doing pretty well.
Yeah, Mars is doing a great job. I played him yesterday. Seems like a very solid driver. Violet as well is new to the scene, but they seem to have had some trouble with the props.
Yeah, also Niklas in here, sitting in P10 comfortably ahead of his teammates. Also new first race.
Many new drivers on this roster.
Yeah, I love to see that. I also love that we have those sites on the TeamWars Discord where you're able to recruit people. Oh no, that's hard for our free Edward.
Oh,
Had to rewind.
Edward pushing a bit hard, falls all the way back to 8th.
Yes, he's sitting behind Logic right now and gets overtaken.
7th, sorry.
Yeah, 3-man battle right now.
Oh, they're very close.
Right ahead of 2 new drivers.
Edward makes the move. Logic as well is through. Violet and Ardno catching them for sure.
Yep. Let's hop over on Arno here. Here's a really good view of the battle between P6 and P9.
And we have just under 10 laps remaining.
Yeah, it's 2 R3 drivers versus 2 nood drivers. Currently we're 2 R3 guys are ahead, so it's also for a bunch of points here.
Whoop.
Logic
Getting
is
close.
defending against Violet here. While Edward is, yeah, he's gapping right now.
Arno seeming like he wants to pass his teammate.
Yeah, you gotta work together here. You can't just be hard-headed if you have a teammate and an opponent right ahead of you. Oh, Arno, as late on the brakes as he's able to. But Logic still in P7 doing a hell of a job defending his place.
Yep, doing his best to hold off these 2 new drivers.
Oh, Violet. Yeah, Violet tried different things. He tried to look on the inside, he tried to look on the outside.
Leon with the additional mistakes is not having a very good time right now.
Yeah, Logic's mind is solid right now.
Logic knows he has to hold us down for R3.
Yep. Aside from that, not much battling is going on at the moment. Electro is 3 seconds behind Snowy in P5. Mars is sitting in P3, 3 seconds ahead of Kieran. Oh, here we go. Arno with an overtake on his teammate. Chasing Logic now.
Yeah. Looks like the executive decision was made that Arno should go through.
Yep. Yeah, Snowy in P4, 2 seconds behind Mars in P3. Fred currently sitting in P10, 2 seconds behind Violet. Niklas in P11, Lone Wolf in P12. But I gotta say, the overall laps are not so far apart from each other. We got Snowy sitting in P4 with a 7.4 and Fred sitting in P10 with a 7.9. So that's nice to see. Electro is sitting in P5 even with a 108. .7 from Mars still sitting in P3. So I guess everybody's cooking right now. Or Arno versus Logic. Or Logic did a hard break. Arno bumped right into his rear. Electro being... Oh no, Arno. That was not...
All the way back at the rear now.
Yeah, down into P10. But Fred is getting closer to Violet and Logic right now. Just a second behind.
Yep, it looks like this fighting is slowing down Violet and letting Fred catch up.
Yep. The Logic is now defending against him. Violet tries to...
I don't know what he just did.
Violet got around the outside on Logic there, moves up into P7.
Fred seemingly having the ability to just ignore props.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe it's a superpower. I mean, other drivers are clipping the checkpoint like holy shit. They're getting a checkpoint miss. He has the power to clip props. Or not to clip props. Yeah, I agree on that, Samo.
Oh, yeah. So we see Nude holding 1 to 4, and 7 and 11. That's a very commanding lead.
Yeah, same as in race number 1, basically. So around 60 to 30 something points. But nice race overall from R3. I think I would say we're kind of basically up with SR1 or other teams.
Red getting a little oversteering.
Oh, Fred, that was close with a checkpoint there. Holy
Whoop.
shit.
Ardno has fallen all the way back down to where Leon is now.
Yeah, Ardno hit the wall there quite hard and missed. He just died there on the inside wall. Snowy MP4 getting closer to Mars. 1.6 seconds. Yeah, the noodles are flying, man. Somebody grabbed that bowl and just threw it around. Holy shit, man. Yeah, Arnold's having a rough race. Also a rough race 1, but he'll get back there. Somebody has to get screwed sometimes in racing. Also, I expected Logic to be a little bit more up in the positioning, also in race number 1. But he's all doing good. He's currently racing against his teammate for the P8 spot. 2 more laps to go. But yeah, Electro on the wheel is surprising. Just 10 seconds behind Ash after 26 laps. Or around 29 minutes.
Yeah, Logic is doing quite well for such little practice.
1 day of practice is nothing, yeah.
Yeah, definitely commendable.
Yeah, other inputs than controller are always interesting to watch. Like Ken borders or wheel lists. That's always great to see. I know that one guy drove in the TeamWars race with a fucking Guitar Hero controller.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah, it was the TBZ race. And one guy played with a Guitar Hero controller, yeah. So it's always interesting. Mars first two.
Yeah, I mean, Moz is doing great.
Yeah, wagon. Yeah, it was one hand drive. Austin driving with a Guitar Hero controller for TVZ. Was funny. But he loves doing that, so I wonder why when we get Horizon 6 players with a Donkey Kong Bongo controller. Just slapping hard on
I'm
that
sure
shit.
it'll happen.
Yeah, maybe. Would be interesting though. I didn't saw any graphic tablet players yet, but it'd be interesting as well. Or some arcade sticks. Imagine Forza Horizon 6 on an arcade stick, man. Or full
As we head into the final lap of this race, it looks like Nude is going to hold their lead on the second blueprint, which will or should at least end in a fairly commanding win by them.
Yeah,
overall
it is.
today.
P1 to P4 also in the first race. The whole podium. The whole podium gives your team already 50 points, so nearly half of them with 101 in the 6v6. Certainly, need a flute controller. The harder you blow, the faster you go. Actually, there's a streamer on Twitch who loves playing chord, I think, on flute or something. He's sick, man. GG's for first guys arriving in the finish.
Yep. We can see our times are very close. A lot of 107s, a couple of 108s. I think our fastest time is once again Snowy with an 074.
Let me grab a screenshot real quick for race number 2 to send over.
I do happen to like Edward's time though, because he has an 07777.
Oh, holy shit, man. Lucky 7, man.
Yeah.
You need to have a drink after that one. 7777. What
That's
the
a very
fuck?
classy time.
What the fuck, actually? Let me grab the points real quick. So, we got Nood holding down P1 to P4. The P1 to P4 already gives Nood 62 points. And the P7 another 6. And sadly Arno in P12. So Nood has 69. 69 to 32. So in total we have 139 to 66. No, 136 to 66. So yeah, GG's
GG's to all of the racers.
Also, thank you for being a co-cast tonight for me.
Yeah, happy to help.
So yeah, I always love having co-casters, which know what they are doing and what they are talking about. Aside of me, I don't know shit. So thank you very much, Bitcoin.
No, happy to.
Also, I'm looking forward to see you team Hopium getting some more dubs in as well and some more races in. Can't wait to see that.
Hopefully. We shall see.
Yeah, man. If you ever want to race GRG, let Hog know. We can talk about that when. Alright, let's move up over to the ending scene here. And let's check who we can probably raid over. If you guys have any ideas, just let me know. Or I'll take a look at Twitch. Who do we have? AR12 Gaming, Jano, Opmi and Helna, Rainwall, Dill. Probably let's raid. Oh, we don't have much of a choice here. Fuck Jano, Opmi, man. Yeah, let's raid over to Rainwall, I think. Raid Dill. Okay, let's raid Dill. GG's Mars. Dill
Yeah, well done,
Games.
Mars.
And also thanks for everybody participating in it. Yeah, see you next time. Stay awesome, stay healthy. That's the most important. Let's raid over Dill. And yeah, see you next time on the TeamWars cast.